Good morning, beautiful people.
We are Silky and Kieran, and today we are taking on the Pap of Glencoe. That one.
So, let's go. She has so much energy. I'm knackered already, and we haven't even got on the proper trail yet. Wow, my wife, Wolfka.
I always say the nipple of Glencoe, it really looks like nipple. And I think Kieran said that Pap means, or has something to do with book.
In Gaelic.
In Gaelic.
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 So usually on our tiny budget, we wouldn't be able to travel Scotland like this, but we have found a really cool way to pretty much travel in Scotland, and I'm sure this will work almost anywhere, pretty much for free. To give a bit of backstory, we were searching on Worldpackers, which is like a place to find volunteering opportunities all over the world, and we found this really cool opportunity in a hostel in Scotland. We get lots of work done, cleaning and all that good stuff, and then we have some lunch, and up until 6 o'clock we just gonna chill out, take in the nature. Silky's getting some work done right now on the laptop, and yeah, it's just a beautiful place to be. This place is incredible, and the sun has been out every day. Coffee time. Not anywhere in Scotland, but in Glencoe.
Which is one of the most beautiful parts here in Scotland.
And also one of the most expensive parts to visit.
As an example, there is a house in the centre which costs around £1,300 per night.
Per night.
And
it's not in our budget.
Not at all.
Wow. I'm out of breath. We went the wrong way. It wasn't that way, it was this way. Follow the avalanche thing.
Ah! Ah! I went into the mud. We honestly were not too excited about volunteering in a hostel, as Worldpackers has so many opportunities volunteering in elephant sanctuaries, eco farms and so many more things. But then this one came up here in Scotland, and as we have some time before our next adventure, which is Kazakhstan, we said, why don't we give it a try? And we are so happy we did. As the people that we've met, the connections we've made, the things we've done have been incredible. As Kieran said, we spent 4 hours working a day, and then afterwards we have the time for ourselves. And one of our favorite things to do is going for cold dips, as there is a river/lake in the back of the hostel. We've been going every single day, which means sometimes we're alone, sometimes we bring groups from the hostel, and we always have so much fun.
We love Scotland!
It is a typical Scottish morning with a little bit of rain, and
we're going for a swim with these guys. We honestly just convinced everyone to go for a swim with us. The water is so cold that it actually feels hot.
It's freezing!
First cold dip in Scotland, let's go! And now I actually feel warm.
Yeah. Hypothermia setting.
We love cold water dips!
I think that's only so good. Are you ready for a swim?
No. So guys, have you ever volunteered before, or would you like to give it a try? We would love to know.
Also, let us know if you like hiking, because if you combine those two, then volunteering in Scotland, it's a perfect opportunity.
It really is.
Knackered though. Let's get up
Same.
that hill.
A few days ago we did Ben Nevis,
You should check out that vlog.
and that was crazy. We walked 4 hours up. It was rainy, misty, it was -3 degrees.
It was Scotland.
It was Scotland, and our legs were so painful. And now we're doing this, the pub.
The Pap of Glencoe. Woo!
Wow, it's not so high. Crazy. Feels like we're almost at the top, and I think we only have the nipple part to do.
That means this whole time we've been
That
walking
one
in
over
the boob.
there. What do you say?
That means this whole time we've been walking in the boob.
Yeah, I think so actually.
We've made it to the nipple of Glencoe. Let's go, conquer this nipple. Nothing beats fresh Scottish water. The Pap is only about 750 metres. This is a tiny bit of scrambling just right at the very end, but it is a beautiful, beautiful walk. And if you get a day like today, you're going to have some views. We can't wait to get up there and see them. Stunning, stunning. Oh, don't look at my wet butt.
On this last part it's very hard to see which is the way. There's not really a clear route. I mean the whole path, like the whole way up hasn't been a clear path, but this part is very unclear.
Just keep walking towards the top.
Yeah.
When you're doing that, that's my advice.
And don't think yet about the way down.
I hope that's not rain coming in. Woo. We could be in for a bumpy ride. Need a hand, love?
Yes. Thank you, love.
Maybe going a bit off path, but I will.
But is this off path?
I don't know.
Oh my god, this is scary.
No, you're good, you're good.
Oh, this does feel a bit scary.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot under me, and the rocks are just like, ugh.
Don't want to be here in the wind. So, okay, ready?
Yeah, yeah.
I've got eyes. I've got you. You're good.
Wow.
Now you got yourself?
Yeah. Okay, give me your hands.
You went for it, Sils.
Whoa, scary.
And another thing that enables you to travel in Scotland for pretty much free is wild camping. If you want to watch our video on wild camping, you can watch that up here. But if you have a tent with you, that means that you can camp anywhere in Scotland for free, or almost anywhere. But yeah, just one more thing that makes traveling in Scotland so much more affordable.
Almost there.
Wow, that's few steps.
Ready for this view, lover? Whoa!
Beautiful.
This
Incredible.
is
Stunning.
amazing. Look at this, guys. We're surrounded by mountains and lakes
In Scotland.
in Scotland.
This is it. I just had a really traumatic experience. Almost lost Silka. She's still here though. We were taking some photos and Silka decided to do something fancy and disappeared over the edge.
Yeah, my top up. I was naked on top of
Of the pap.
the pap. I just wanted to recreate the pap, you know, the
Yeah.
poop of Glencoe.
I was just holding her by her vegan bird t-shirt like, and we were getting eaten alive by midges, but we made it to the top. It is stunning, the views are amazing, the weather has mellowed out and it's super, super beautiful.
Yeah.
But the midges are killer. Ofka.
There is midgie spray, but we left it in our hostel. Anyway, talking about hostels, I cannot wait to be back. Like in the evening, there's always a fire on where everybody sits together. There's usually we play a lot of music, we play
Yeah.
games, we tell stories.
It's really the perfect location for us, you know, just to be surrounded by people and sharing lots of experience. Like,
Amazing!
the interesting people that we met even the first couple of days, we had a dancer from Japan, we had 2 MMA fighters from England, we had a magician all the way from New Zealand.
I'm Caleb Simpson. I'm 19 years old and I've just moved from New Zealand, where I've lived my whole life, to the UK and Europe to do magic full time. I first saw someone like make a card disappear and they were like palming it behind their hand, but and I thought that is so cool. So I just went down this rabbit hole of like learning sleight of hand, and 4 years later, here I am, and I just have never stopped. I realised I was passionate about it, about magic, about performing for people, and I wanted to do it full time.
We want to take on volunteering positions in hostels all over the world because it's magical to just meet people who are doing things similar to us. And actually, funnily enough, when we applied for this position, usually people ask, are you a good cook, or are you
A good cleaner.
good cleaner? And they asked, are you prepared to go swimming and come on hikes and stuff like that?
Or have you ever contemplated life as a tree?
So we knew immediately that this was going to be an experience for us, and it has been incredible. We're sad because actually today's our last day. Tomorrow we leave back down to Glasgow, and
Guys, if you want to follow our adventure, because the next part is gonna be super epic, we're gonna do Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan.
back to Asia.
Yeah, back to Asia. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell.
All of that good stuff, and we will see those beautiful faces of yours on the next adventure.
Freaking mosquitoes! Midgies!
I missed. Hello? What are you doing? What are you doing in there?
Is that a fish?
Is that a fish?